Good morning, this is Alicia Fowler, Operations Officer with the Florida Division of Emergency Management State Watch Office. And this is the Daily Situation Report for April the 12th, 2009.
The State Emergency Operations Center in Tallahassee has been activated to a Level 1 or full activation status in response to the flooding conditions in the Panhandle and Big Bend regions of the state. All 18 emergency support functions are reporting in to follow the flood threat along the Swanee River and support recovery operations in the Panhandle. The State Emergency Operations Center will operate 24 hours daily until further notice. All residents and travelers in North Florida should be on alert for rapidly changing conditions due to high water levels as a result of recent rains in the region. Currently, the State Watch Office is monitoring the following. No problems have been reported at any of the nuclear power plants. All reactors are operational except for Turkey Point Unit 3, which is offline for maintenance.
No major power outages have been reported. All airports are open and at normal operation. All seaports are open and functioning normally.
All major interstates in the state of Florida, such as I-10 or I-75, are open at this time. All major highways in the state are open except for U.S. Highway 90 at the Swanee River Bridge, which is the Madison and Swanee County line. All traffic on Highway 90 was closed due to high waters and flood conditions.
No public health advisories have been issued for the state. There have been no confirmed or suspected attacks on major computer networks. No known border security or migrant issues have been reported in the past 24 hours. And now, the weather brief.
A frontal boundary stretching from the northern Gulf of Mexico across central Florida will begin a northward return as a warm front during the afternoon and evening hours. Patchy dense fog that developed in areas along and south of this boundary will dissipate during the late morning hours. Isolated afternoon and evening showers are possible across portions of central Florida and the western Panhandle counties. Otherwise, east and southeasterly winds will increase this afternoon ahead of an impressive storm system that will be transversing the southern plain states. Although relative humidity values will remain just above critical thresholds in the peninsula, gusty winds this afternoon will keep a high fire danger in place. High temperatures will range from the lower 70s in along the Panhandle and northeast Florida coast to the 80s elsewhere. Strengthening onshore winds will create a high risk for rip currents along the western Florida Panhandle beaches and a moderate risk along the northeast Florida beaches. Showers and thunderstorms are expected to increase in coverage throughout the Florida Panhandle tonight as moisture surges northward from the Gulf of Mexico along the retreating warm front. A few strong and isolated severe thunderstorms are possible during the pre-dawn hours in the western Florida Panhandle. Damaging wind gusts, hail, frequent lightning strikes, and isolated tornadoes will be possible within any severe thunderstorm that develops towards Monday morning. Heavy downpours tonight through Monday morning may result in localized flooding in the western Panhandle. Although the Alapaha River continues to slowly recede in Hamilton County, major flooding is expected to continue during the next few days. Major flooding is expected to begin along the Santa Fe River near Three Rivers Estates later today. Moderate flooding continues along the middle portion of the Swanee River, with crest recently moving southward past Doling Park. For drought conditions, the statewide Ketch Bryam Drought Index, or KBDI, mean was 466 on a scale of 0, saturated, to 800, severe drought. County KBDI averages across a majority of South Florida remain near or above 600, while most North Florida counties have KBDI averages below 300. For Lake Okeechobee, average elevation is 11.83 feet, which is more than 2 feet below normal for early April. And finally, for space weather, solar activity is expected to be very low, and the geomagnetic field is expected to be mostly quiet, with a chance for unsettled levels and a slight chance for an isolated active period due to the continued presence of elevated solar wind velocities.
For current information on road closures and other traffic events, go to Florida Highway Patrol's traffic report site at www.flhsmv.gov/traffic. And that's all we have for you today. Have a safe weekend and a great Easter holiday.